What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, October 23rd, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The seemingly never-ending Benghazi hearing saw Hillary Clinton questioned for 11 hours on Thursday in an effort to show that the former Secretary of State failed to protect American diplomats and special forces in the months leading up to the 2012 terror attack in Benghazi, Libya. And while the Democratic presidential candidate endured the grueling ordeal with grace and poise, social media exploited pleas for it to be over. The hashtag #FreeHillary quickly trended when Clinton's testimony finally ended, with many making jokes about what they achieved since hearing began on Thursday morning in Washington, D.C. One Facebook user wrote, "I could have run 2 marathons and had a nap in the amount of time Hillary Clinton has been testifying." Another said on Twitter, "I've gone from being completely shaved to growing a beard during the hashtag Benghazi committee hearings." Only one witty Twitter user went on to compare Clinton's relief at the end of the hearing to a scene from Absolutely Fabulous with a GIF of Patsy, played by Joanna Lumley, swinging a glass of champagne. A smart conspiracy theory was that Chairman Representative Trey Gowdy of South Carolina only ended with the questioning session where he saw it was trending on Twitter. Or was it Clinton's White House rivals trying to keep her tied up until after the election in 2016? Celia Green made an abrupt end from The Voice amid a torrent of controversy last year. Now the original coach of the NBC singing competition wants to return to the show. Green told the Associated Press on Wednesday, "I've talked very possibly about doing The Voice again. So I just kind of put that out there, wishful thinking, kind of willing it, because I would love to do it again." The Forget You singer exited the show in February 2014 following charges of furnishing a controlled substance after a 33-year-old woman accused him of slipping her ecstasy while they were dining at a downtown Los Angeles restaurant. Green later pleaded no contest and recently completed his community service sentence but remains on probation. After entering his plea, Green added fuel to the fire by posting a series of messages on Twitter, including one that read, "Women who have really been raped, remember." Another tweet said, "If someone is passed out, they're not even with you consciously." So with implies consent. Green later apologized, but the statements led to the cancellation of his TBS reality series The Good Life and several concert appearances. Green now says, "It was a very redefining moment in my personal and professional life. I get in front of my creator, humbled, and I ask, what does this mean? What is this supposed to mean for me? What am I supposed to learn from it? And to have that revealed and have it bestowed upon me is a blessing," sorts. Along with his bid to return to NBC, Green also has a new album, Heart Blanche, due on November 6th. He went on to say, "I feel really strong and really confident about this album and going forward. And I'm so grateful that you yourself and everyone who just may happen to witness this particular interview have my deepest, sincerest apologies for any inconvenience, any ignorance, any ill will, anything. I'm just glad that that's behind me now. I'm so glad for it." The Voice's current judges are Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Pharrell Williams, and Gwen Stefani. The Voice airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on NBC. Jared Fogle, the disgraced former Subway spokesperson who agreed to plead guilty to child pornography and sex crime charges in August, isn't scheduled to be sentenced until November 19th, but he's already paying for his crimes financially. Fogle has paid out a $1 million in restitution to his victims so far, in the forms of $100,000 checks to 10 of his victims over the past several weeks, the Associated Press reports. He still has to pay out a total of $400,000 to his remaining 4 victims. In exchange for the checks, the victims signed a form stating that they had received the payments and that the money is intended to benefit each particular victim. The restitution is earmarked for counseling, medical care, and other needs of the victim. Fogle, who became a pitchman for the sandwich chain after losing more than 200 pounds, partly by consuming Subway fare, was charged with having sex with 2 minor girls, as well as failing to tell authorities that Russell Taylor, the former executive director of the Jarrett Foundation, had allegedly secretly filmed 12 other minors. While Fogel's sentence remains to be seen, Fogel has agreed to a sentence of no less than 5 years in prison, while the government will not seek a sentence longer than 12 and a half years. Jimmy Kimmel got a surprise visit from a couple of time travelers on his ABC late-night talk show Wednesday. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live in character as Marty McFly and Doc Brown to commemorate Back to the Future Day, the day their characters traveled to in Robert Zemeckis' Back to the Future 2. In photos from the episode, Kimmel stands before the famous time-traveling DeLorean and poses for a selfie with his perplexed guests. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders also appeared on the episode to discuss his campaign, the war on drugs, and Larry David's impression of him on Saturday Night Live. And in a related story, the memorable pair of self-lacing Nikes that Marty McFly wore in Back to the Future 2 have become a reality. Nike revealed the futuristic mag shoes Wednesday by sending the first pair to McFly himself, Michael J. Fox. In the short video released online, Fox tried on the sneakers while using buttons located on the back of the heels to tighten or loosen the laces. The actor is heard saying, "That's insane, it's really great." Nike said in a statement, this innovation of Vans, what was coined the Nike Mags Power Lace, combined the archetype invention with digital technology. The result is an individually responsive system that senses the wearer's motions to provide adapt on-demand comfort and support. Nike President and CEO Mark Parker added, "We're starting to create something for fiction, and we've turned it into fact, inventing a new technology that will benefit all athletes. By imagining the future, we created product that comes alive with on-demand comfort and support when you need. Product that senses you and adapts to you is right around the corner." Fox also demonstrated the mags on Jimmy Kimmel Live Wednesday as part of the ongoing popular pop culture celebration that was Back to the Future Day, after calendars reached the exact date that McFly traveled to Back to the Future 2. He announced Thursday it has ordered a second season of I Am Kate and plans to air fresh episodes of the documentary series in 2016. The show follows Caitlyn Jenner, who is, quote, finding her new normal as she lives her life as a transgender woman while learning about and advocating for the transgender community, a news release said. Jeff Oldie, Executive Vice President of Programming and Development for E!, said in a statement, Caitlyn's story has ignited a global conversation on the transgender community on a scale that has never been seen before. We're honored that Caitlyn has chosen to continue to share her ongoing story with our viewers around the world. Jenner added, "I'm looking forward to continuing the conversation." Known until this past year as Bruce, Jenner is an Olympian, author, and reality TV star. He is also the father of 6 adult children and stepfather of his ex-wife Kris Jenner's 4 kids with her late ex-husband Robert Kardashian. Oscar winner Natalie Portman stars in the first international trailer for Jane Got a Gun. The preview sees the 34-year-old actress enlist her ex-fiancé Joel Edgerton to help her fight a frontier gang led by the vicious John Bishop, played by Ewan McGregor. Jane learns to defend her injured husband, played by Noah Emmerich, and daughter, but her former flame may forsake her cause. Jane Got a Gun was directed by Warrior Hammer Gavin O'Connor, with Portman as producer. The movie was originally slated for release in August 2014, but languished for months in post-production. The film will open in theaters in February 2016. Portman will star in Knights of Cups with Christian Bale in March 2016. She is also scheduled for another Terrence Malick project in addition to Planetarium, the Lily Rose Depp, and the Jacqueline Kennedy biopic, Jackie. Kim Richards opened up about her return to sobriety in a new interview Monday. The 51-year-old television personality discussed her relapse and present condition with former The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Brandi Glanville on her Brandi Glanville Unfiltered podcast. Richard said, "I'm enjoying life truly. It's a good time for me right now. It's better now, but it was a rough time for a bit there. I'm just putting everything back in order and really focusing on my family and me." She also shared, "I'm living in the now, living in the present. If I look too far back or look too far forward, it gets kind of crazy and I get fearful. Living in the present for me is just the best way and it's only way for me." Richards has struggled with alcohol abuse for years and was arrested for public intoxication in April. She was arrested again for shoplifting in August and sentenced to probation, community service, and AA meetings for her April arrest in September. The reality star tweeted Wednesday, "Wonderful Wednesday. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I choose happiness. Wish you a Vavum Shambang day. I love my fam." Richards is sister to Kylie Richards and came to fame as a child actress in such films as Escape to Witch Mountain. She starred on 5 episodes of Real Housewives but won't return for season 6 due to her personal issues. Glanville will make occasional appearances. Kaylee Kuko took time to thank fans on social media for their ongoing support after announcing her divorce from professional tennis player Ryan Sweeting. The Big Bang Theory actress reposted a heartfelt image featuring Winnie the Pooh and Piglet Wednesday, using the opportunity to express her gratitude. She wrote on Instagram, "I'm feeling completely overwhelmed with the outpouring of kindness and support from the people that surround me and from those I have never met. I want you to know I read all your comments and your sweet words have touched me deeply. I'm incredibly grateful for all your love as I start this next chapter in my life." The company image and AA Mile illustration includes the message Piglet noticed that even though he had a very small heart, it could hold a rather large amount of gratitude. Kuko's net-based thank you note comes a little under a month since she and Sweeting announced their split after 21 months of marriage. Sweeting, a former professional tennis player, is reportedly seeking spousal support from Kuko, who has been named the top-earning woman in television this year. The actress also shot down recent reports she was dating Big Bang Theory co-star and ex-lover Johnny Galecki, writing on Instagram, "They are only the best of buds." Rosie O'Donnell and Michelle Rounds have reached a divorce settlement after filing for divorce back in February. On Wednesday, O'Donnell and Rounds were seen leaving a Manhattan court, smiling after the decision. The comedian said, "It's done. We've settled. There's peace in the Middle East. We both were very happy about the outcome. Thank you, everyone." Round mentioned how she felt good about it with her lawyer, William London, saying that the former spouses will share joint custody of their 2-year-old daughter, Dakota. He says, "We're happy with everything. It's over." O'Donnell and Rounds married in June 2012 and adopted Dakota the following year. The 53-year-old television personality revealed in February she and Rounds had separated in November and filed for divorce following the announcement. The past year has been rough for O'Donnell, who has also dealt with the death of her father, and her adopted daughter, Chelsea O'Donnell, chose to leave home to live with her birth mother back in August. She reportedly said Saturday during a stand-up show at Gotham's Comedy Club in New York, "I've spent every day this week in therapy with the midst of the bullshit. What has happened with my life? 5 months ago, I was married. I was a married woman, and Donald Trump was a reality star. Now my world has blown up, and he's the Republican front runner, and the zombie apocalypse is upon us." Lark Voorhees recently filed to end her marriage to Jimmy Green. Green confirmed to TMZ the 41-year-old actress is seeking a divorce just 6 months after their Las Vegas wedding. Voorhees requested the court deny the 32-year-old music engineer the chance of spousal support. The actress's mother, Tracy Holloway, told People magazine they can remain friends, but it's best they severed their marriage ties. Lark is ready to move forward with her life and wishes him well with his life. Voorhees and Green met on Facebook in 2014 and married in April. Their relationship merely concerned Holloway, who filed a restraining order against Green in June. She claimed the music engineer threatened her and that Voorhees is mentally and emotionally fragile. The couple subsequently appeared on Entertainment Tonight to defend their marriage. Voorhees declared that they were selectively together for all the right reasons in the bizarre interview and denied she is mentally ill. The actress was previously wed to Miguel Coleman from 1996 to 2004 and to Andy Prince from 2007 to 2013. She is best known for portraying Lisa Turtle on NBC sitcom Saved by the Bell and went on to play Wendy Reardon on the soap opera Days of Our Lives. Jenny Lewis and Bill Murray sparked dating rumors after being spotted together Monday. The 39-year-old singer joined the 65-year-old actor at the after-party for his new movie Rock the Cashbox. Sources called the musician Murray's special friend to Page Six, which referred to Lewis as the actor's younger love interest in the report. An anonymous insider subsequently told Nylon magazine the pair are just friends and musical collaborators. Lewis is reportedly still dating her longtime boyfriend and Jenny and Johnny bandmate Jonathan Rice. Murray said of Single Life to Howard Stern last year, I don't think I'm lonely. There's a lot that I'm not doing that I need to. Just some things like working on yourself or self-development, becoming more connected to myself. The actor shares 2 sons with his first wife Margaret Kelly and 4 with second wife Jennifer Butler. He and Kelly were wed from 1981 to 1996, but the marriage ended after he had an affair with Butler. He and Butler wedded from 1997 to 2008. Rock the Cash Bar opens in theaters on Friday, and Murray is slated to appear in the Ghostbusters reboot. Lewis is best known as a member of the band Relo Kiley, which broke up in 2011 and last released a studio solo album, The Voyager, in July 2014. A newly released teaser for the upcoming FX miniseries American Crime Story, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, features a transformed John Travolta as attorney Robert Shapiro. The footage airs Wednesday during the latest episode of American Horror Story and featured Travolta's stoic persona leading into a question for his client O.J. Simpson, played by Cuba Gooding Jr. The clip ends before viewers know what his question is. Along with Travolta and Gooding, American Crime Story will also star American Horror Story alum Sarah Paulson as Marcia Clark, David Schwimmer as Robert Kardashian, Courtney B. Vance as Johnny Cochran, and Billy Magnuson as Kato Caitlin. The new historical drama will feature the trial of former NFL star O.J. Simpson, who was accused of murdering his wife Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman in 1994. Simpson was acquitted in 1995. Billboard magazine has declared Alabama Shakes frontwoman Brittany Howard as its 2015 Women in Music Powerhouse Artist. Howard, who's 27, will accept her honor alongside already announced Woman of the Year Lady Gaga on December 11th at Billboard's annual Women in Music ceremony. Live time is to air the gala on December 18th, marking the first time the event will be televised. Janice Mintz, co-president and chief creative officer of Billboard's parent company, Guggenheim Media, said in a statement Thursday, Brittany Howard is a true definition of a powerhouse, from her unique and crushing vocals to her meteoric rise in the last 4 years. She leads Alabama Shakes to a massive year that included their Coachella debut and is quite deserving of Billboard's recognition. Last year's powerhouse artist was Jessie J. British singer Sam Smith retracted an earlier statement in which he said he didn't want to be a spokesperson for just the gay community, revealing now his aim is to be just that. Speaking with NME in an interview published Thursday, the Writing on the Wall songwriter says as a gay man, he deserves to be a voice for others who may not have one. He says, I want to be a spokesperson. I want to be a figure in the gay community who speaks for gay men. I sell records in countries where gay men get killed, and that's a big thing for me because maybe one person in that country will pick up my album, realize it's by a gay artist, and it might change their opinion. In 2014, Smith expressed his desire to be more than just a symbol for the homosexuals community. Smith later explained that those comments related specifically to his album In the Lonely Hour. He says, what I'm trying to say was that I didn't want the album to appeal to just one community. I wanted to appeal to all of them. I wanted to be anyone, gay or straight, to be able to relate to me singing about men like I was able to relate to Stevie Wonder or John Legend singing about girls. In 2014, Smith told Digital Spy he wasn't looking to be an international advocate for homosexuality, but as an artist. He says, It sounds awful of me, but I'm really just trying to live my life and write music about it, he said. That's what I do. I'm not trying to heal the world. That December, the singer further clarified his statements after receiving backlash for his apparent disinterest in being part of that community, which he is a part of. He says, people say to me he doesn't want to be a spokesperson for the gay community. It's like I do. Of course I do, he told Ellen DeGeneres. But I want to be a spokesperson for everyone, straight people, gay people, bisexual. I don't want to be limited. Simon Cowell is joining the judges panel for the upcoming 11th season of America's Got Talent, NBC announced Thursday. Cowell created the Got Talent format, which started in 2006 with America's Got Talent, which spawned dozens of adaptations around the globe. Cowell has previously served as a judge on various seasons of the talent competitions American Idol, The X Factor, and Britain's Got Talent. Cowell said in a statement, I am really thrilled to be joining America's Got Talent next season. What I love about this show is that it's open to absolutely anyone. America has some fantastic talent just waiting to be discovered, and I would like that talent to come to our show, including any dogs who can sing. Robert Greenblatt, chairman of NBC Entertainment, says Simon knows this format better than anyone. He's been producing the show with us since the beginning, so we're thrilled to have him to step in front of the camera and take his rightful place at the head of the judges panel. We welcome him to the on-screen NBC family. Paul Telejedy, the president of alternative and late-night programming for NBC Entertainment, says, as the creator of the Got Talent format, he generally loves the show more than anyone and is uniquely qualified as we take America's Got Talent into the next decade. We can't wait to see the incredible acts the show will uncover as we head into season 11. Cowell will continue his role as executive producer of America's Got Talent. Season 10 of the competition series was hosted by Nick Cannon and featured Howard Stern, Howie Mandel, Mel B, and Heidi Klum as judges. Everyone but Stern is expected to return for next summer's edition of the program. British singer and songwriter Adele revealed the cover art, track list, and release date for her highly anticipated album 25. Years in the making, the album will become available to the public November 20th. Record labels XL Recordings and Columbia Records announced Thursday. The first single from the album, Hello, and its accompanying music video will drop Friday. Adele shared the cover art for 25 to her 92,000 Instagram followers Thursday. Simple black and white close-up shows the stoic singer in classic makeup staring directly into the camera. 25 out November 20th, she wrote in the caption. Earlier this week, the British songstress, whose most recent release was the James Bond theme, Skyfall, in 2012, shared the background story of her new album. Comparing it to her somber 2011 album 21, she says 25 will be a makeup album. She wrote in a lengthy Facebook post Wednesday, I'm making up with myself, making up for lost time, making up for everything I ever did and never did. Last Sunday, the first snippet of the music from 25 was heard during a brief advertisement between X Factor segments in the United Kingdom. The clip reportedly featured lyrics from Hello. Michael Bublé addressed Emily Blunt's cheating rumors Wednesday on ET Canada. The 40-year-old Canadian singer responded to renewed speculation he was unfaithful to the 32-year-old English actress following Blunt's remarks about their relationship on the Howard Stern show in September. Bublé said, Emily's a beautiful and loving person, and I'm grateful for the time I had with her, for the relationship. Without it, I wouldn't have the chance to fall in love with myself enough to be with a woman like my wife. The singer insisted it didn't end because of the cheating. It ended because we weren't right for each other, and we are now exactly where we are supposed to be in our lives. Blunt had dodged Stern's questions about Bublé's fidelity in the interview, saying, it's complicated, I never talked about it. She and the singer dated 3 years before splitting in 2008, a few months after a woman shared photos of Bublé in her bed. The actress went on to marry John Krasinski in July 2010 and welcomed daughter Hazel with the actor in February 2011. Bublé wed Louisiana Lupiato in March 2011 and shared 2-year-old son Noah with the actress. The couple are expecting their second child, a boy. The first album from Panic at the Disco since 2013, Death of a Bachelor, will drop early next year, the band announced this week. Out January 15th, the album follows the band's #2 pop rock hit, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, and is described by frontman Brandon Urie as an ode to his childhood. On the music group's Facebook page Wednesday, Urie shared a lengthy introduction to the project, dubbing Bachelor as the start of a new era. He wrote, when I was a little kid and I heard a song I liked on TV, I would jump up and run to the piano to try and figure it out by ear. When I was 10 or 11, I built myself a drum kit in the garage made out of empty laundry detergent buckets, old lawn chairs, paint cans, and old trash cans. I jumped between all these instruments constantly to satisfy the ideas I heard in my head. He continued, Death of a Bachelor is in honor of those times I spent alone as a kid. This album is me, running to the piano, building a drum kit, strumming a guitar. Some things never change. In addition to the announcement of the album, available now for pre-order, Panic also released an eccentric Daniel Cloud Campbell's directed music video to their latest and third single from the record, Emperor's New Clothes. Tony Bennett will reveal he will record an album of Cole Porter songs with Lady Gaga. In an interview with Vulture, he says, we're doing an album. It's going to be all Cole Porter songs. He was the best writer of all of them in the Great American Songbook, highly intelligent. We're going to have a lot of fun doing that. He also added, Gaga is a gorgeous singer, and when she sings a great ballad, I get goosebumps. She helped me, and I helped her by doing Cheek to Cheek. We get along great. She's got a lot of talent. The 89-year-old singer and the 29-year-old pop star released their first record, Cheek to Cheek, in September 2014. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 album charts and won Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album at the 2015 Grammy Awards. The record included songs by Irving Berlin, Cole Porter, and Duke Ellington, and the duo promoted the album on their 36th show, Cheek to Cheek tour. Bennett released The Silver Lining, the songs of Jerome Kern in September, while Lady Gaga debuted Art Pop in November 2013. The pop star is working on her 5th solo album and recently made her major TV debut on American Horror Story Hotel. Ice Age scene-stealing squirrel Scrat will get his own giant character balloon in the 89th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade next month. Amy Kuehl, executive producer of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, said in a statement, Ice Age rambunctious Scrat is sure to be all giant balloon fans of all ages and will go nuts for. A comically whimsical creation, we are thrilled to welcome Scrat and his acorn to the giant balloon lineup of this year's Macy's Parade. Our team and millions of Ice Age fans lining the streets of New York City and homes across the country will be cheering Scrat on as we wait to see if he catches the ultimate treat on Thanksgiving Day. Zachary Eller, Senior Vice President of Marketing Partnerships for 20th Century Fox, says, we can't think of a better way to celebrate a global icon such as Scrat than immortalizing him in one of our most beloved and cherished American events, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. From the moment we began discussing a way for our Ice Age herd to participate, we knew that Scrat chasing that just out of the reach acorn was the only possible idea. The 89th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is to air nationwide on NBC on November 26th. Ice Age Collision Course, the 5th installment in the animated film franchise, is to be released worldwide this summer. And now let's look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1976, Chicago has its first #1 hit with If You Leave Me Now. Chicago, one of history's most prolific rock bands, had its first #1 hit on this day with If You Leave Me Now. The rock band Chicago turned out full-length albums at a rate that has never been surpassed by a pop group of their stature. Not only did the groups release 9 albums in their first 7 years of existence, but among those 9 releases were 4 double albums and 1 quadruple album in Chicago at Carnegie Hall. That's 16 LPs in 7 years, all of them sold at an incredibly rate, which means that in terms of sheer tonnage, Chicago probably shipped more vinyl than any other American rock band in the 70s. It was a feat made all the most incredible by the fact that the members of Chicago could have walked through O'Hare Airport at the height of their success without attracting so much as a single screaming fan. Chicago's success as album sellers may have overshadowed their success on the singles chart, but not by very much. If You Leave Me Now became their first #1 hit on this date in 1976, but the group had already placed 9 singles in the Billboard Top 10 by the time that the Peter Cetera penned ballad reached the top of the charts. Among those early hits were 25 or 6 to 4, Saturday in the Park, Just You and Just You and Me, and many more were to follow. Chicago earned 2 more #1 hits post-1976, with Hard to Say I'm Sorry in 1982 and Look Away in 1988, and 7 other top 10 singles, including Baby What a Big Surprise in 1977, Hard Habit to Break, and You're the Inspiration, both in 1982. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, October 23rd, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RayMelo. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, or go to your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend, good night, and God bless you all.